What self-organization is your brain going through the path of least resistance. So when a kid jumps out of a tree or off of a bench, he's not like, okay, how am I gonna land? His fascia is still pliable, he's still got full joint range of motion, he's still very mobile, essentially. His brain can have and use all of the movement options that are available. Now, you can take, kind of like segueing into understanding why this is important, you can take an advanced squatter who's been squatting and is mobile and has all the joint ranges, and you can put him on a machine that's gonna map the movement pathways that your brain uses. Every time he squats, he's gonna choose a different movement pathway. You can take a novice squatter, someone who doesn't squat on a regular basis, their brain's gonna use the same movement pathway over and over and over because they don't have all of the options available to them. So when they don't have all the options available to them, they will use the same lines of tissue over and over, increasing wear and tear, and that's a bad thing. So what we want to do is give the body the ability to use all of its ranges. Let's say you have a capsule here, right? Here's your capsule space in your hip. A squat here is gonna use these ranges. A lateral lunge here is gonna use these ranges. But that leaves all of these diagonals unspoken for. So the mechanoreceptors in the hip are gonna go to sleep because the brain is really good at conserving energy. So now I take you into a position like this, or into a position like this, or we train this way, and now we're hitting those diagonal lines. So that wakes up the mechanoreceptors in the joint that the brain can then speak to. And now the brain has a lot more roadways it can use to create the same movement. The more movement pathways we have, the less you need to warm up your tissues because they're already ready. Now, I'm not gonna say to not warm up ever before your workout. However, you shouldn't feel like you need to spend 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes before a workout to warm up in order to get you prepared to do something. That's your first warning sign that things are starting to degrade and you could improve the human tissue to be able to be more adaptable and pliable. Because you should wake up and be getting out of bed and feeling ready to move right then and there. Like, we should not be waking up in our 30s stiff and achy and like, oh, I gotta stretch to get this back pain. Like, that's not because of age. Our great-grandfathers, I can guarantee you, did not wake up at 30 years old feeling stiff because they were out working in the fields. They were very active on a regular basis. It's only because of our lack of human movement that we start to degrade and we start to get stiff and we start to have all of these things coming into play that takes away from our movement quality.